So, Jane, yesterday was a bit tense, to say the
Very.
least,
Yeah.
with everything that happened with Kinesi and Maxwell. But it calmed down, you know.
And my hat.
It, you got your hat. Maxwell went and he cooled down. He seemed to forgive Kinesi. He made some good food. Y'all ate some pulled pork.
hmm
And overall, it was a pretty good time. You got to have you got to get a impromptu, like, college lecture on the ship of Theseus. It was a good time. Y'all were hanging out. And then, as you do, as a person who needs to sleep, you went to bed. You
Oh
went to
yeah.
sleep. You slept through the night. It was dreamless.
hmm
Just as you were coming up from sleep, you know that feeling when you're just sort of skimming the surface of consciousness. You're not quite awake. You can't really move yet. If there are things happening around you, sure you can hear them, but like your brain isn't waking up to process them. You don't understand them. You're at that level of awake. And then you feel yourself plummeting back into sleep, which isn't too weird. But you go into the sort of thing of it's dark, your eyes are closed, and you think that you're just back into sleep. You're gonna open your eyes. It's gonna be hours later, but you sort of don't. You can feel time pass, but you don't open your eyes, and you can't hear or feel anything around you.
hmm
And slowly, sort of coming up around you, you see this white void, this glowing white. It feels like it should be blinding with how bright it is, but it's sort of like you're sort of surrounded by incredibly reflective, like white fabric almost. There are no shadows, there's no texture, you're just floating in this. But again, it's a void of light, but you're not blinded.
hmm
And you hear a voice. It's young, juvenile, feminine. It sounds like a young girl.
Uh-huh.
And all you hear her say is that you are not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here.
Oh.
And you close, and everything goes dark again, like you closed your eyes. And when you open them again, you find yourself partially covered in sand. Not an abnormal amount, just like some sand had blown over you. And your body feels heavy because there's metal attached to it again. Not just attached to it, but like in it. It's
That's
implanted
a
in
gross
you
feeling.
again. And you look aside, and it's in Taliesin too. Taliesin. That's the name of your horse, not Taliesin.
Yeah.
Your horse isn't a donkey. How does how do you feel as you wake up?
Ah!
Fair enough. And I want you to go ahead and tell me one, maybe a little bit more of how Dane feels as he wakes up, and two, how Dane's day goes now that he is back in his original world.
Dane had just gotten used to his body feeling so light, and now this metal is seeped right into his flesh once again. He forgot how gross the feeling was. Ugh. It'd be a pretty shitty day.
How just describe to me this shitty day. What what goes on in it? you're back to your life of if you're not looking for a place to sleep by the time you wake up, you're not gonna find one.
Well, I'm just right in Taliesin. Bugs that come out through the sand, you gotta spear them before they go back down, or else you're not gonna have food for the night. No shelter for miles. If you just gotta keep going. No matter how hot the sun feels, you gotta keep going.
At some point through this day, you see a transport going through the sand. It doesn't seem all that fortified. Maybe just sort of like a merchant transport. It's slightly armored, yeah, but only on the vital parts. Like vital to like the engine. Things that the vehicle would shut down if they were shot. Do anything about that. They're sure to have food, maybe some
Water.
coin, water.
Waving the golden ticket right in front of me.
I am. Question is, does he take it? It's right there.
It's right there.
You're back in your dog eat dog world where if you don't take any chance that you can get your hands on, you aren't going to make it through the night. And there's always the chance that, there'll be other bugs, you'll be able to find other water. And there's always the chance that you wake up after going to sleep tonight and you're back in Yadit. You're back where you were able to find comfort and friends and food and water.
Dane's gonna go for it.
And then you can go ahead and describe to me how he takes what he needs. Because you aren't going to have to roll. You're back in your element, after all.
Dane's gonna He's gonna take out the engine as soon as possible. Get the train to stop moving.
Okay.
He's gonna hop from Taliesin to the back, cautiously opens the door. Does he see people?
He sees people.
Does he see water?
He sees water. They seem to be guarding it.
Dane starts shooting.
He hits them.
Takes what he
He
wants.
didn't.
As much as he can carry. Grab as much as you can carry and
Get
leave
off the
before anyone
train.
else comes to check on him.
Load as much as you can onto Taliesin. And ride off. And as you're riding, you hear something in your mind. I actually need to leave for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Ah, that's fine, that's fine. So it's me and you, Alistair. Nice weather we're having. Uh, so, yeah.
Give it 1 second.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Hello, hello.
Gabriel, if you could describe for Dane what he hears.
I don't know.
Before
You
he
hear just like a
does.
hello echoing in your head.
What the fuck?
I believe there's something specific about that voice that he hears.
You hear the hello isn't just said normally. It's as if it comes from yourself. It's a deep rumbling whisper, but it's still sounds like it's you.
Oh.
And was that all you needed before, Will?
No, considering that a few moments later, after the what the fuck, uh, you see, fall out of the sky is the right word, but sort of just falling. He comes into existence, and he's already falling. Gabriel, if you could, I don't want to say introduce yourself, but if you could describe your entrance.
All right. So, you see Arl. Would appreciate falling from the sky. There, you hear a sound effect. One, you're probably used to hearing like sound effects come from him, so you know that this isn't his voice itself, but it's some sort of odd thing going like yah yahoy.
Oh. I see.
Yes. And then Arl lands on the ground, and then he just pops back up as if he didn't even hit it.
Oh wow. So I stopped the horse.
Arl's Spider-Man points at you.
Arl. Ah, fuck! It wasn't a dream.
Nods.
What are you doing here?
Looks around, and then shrugs in response to your question.
Yeah. You probably should just stand over there.
Points just in one direction, looks, points in a different direction, looks, and then shrugs. Points down at where his feet are.
Just away from me. He points at the like metal bits on his arm. This is like contagious.
Yep, and Judo is interrupted again.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I
Little
say that.
bastard.
Mhm.
Arl looks up at you, thinks for a moment. Hmm. And then he just kind of walks right up and puts his hand on the technology side. Then you just hear the sound, womp womp.
Dane throws up a little.
Okay.
Just a look of offense.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Shrugs.
James, you have described this thing as being contagious. This is your
Yeah.
world. Arl is not wounded at the moment. There's nothing for the technology to really grab onto. But how contagious is this thing?
Like it attaches onto flesh and like digs in there. It's like real nasty.
Arl, you are covered head to toe in thick padding. You see this you see this metal on his arm kind of attempt to, like, part of it almost liquefies because it seems to like attach to your arm, and it's like trying to dig under your glove and under your sleeve. It doesn't get it immediately, but you can tell it's trying to get under your clothes to grab onto your skin.
I take that glove
swat
off.
it away.
Yeah, you're able to like just push and swat it off. And thankfully, again, your like clothes being thick enough to push it. But you can feel, though your clothing is protecting you in one way, you can feel the thickness of it is not doing for you. As the sun just beams down and this heat is oppressive.
Looks up at the sun. You can't see his face, but he does look frustrated. And then he just shakes his hand at the sky. Uh, hmm. He's just trying to think. Do I do more guessing games, or do I just fucking cop out and try to explain things? Is what I'm currently thinking.
Guessing games, I got that.
You got guessing games? All right, all right. Uh, so
Mhm.
points at us.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no. Here's what he does. He first points just around.
Okay.
And then he points at us.
Okay.
And then pointing again at the both of us, he then points specifically, not like at our face, at our chest, things that would be identifiable of me or you. He starts pointing around at like different just parts of the arm, the leg, the shoulder, kind of pointing around at the bodies.
I see. Yeah, I don't get it.
And then you see him just kind of fucking draw a bunch of stick figures. See him draw. How many people are in our party, Ro? 6?
7, including Bruna.
7
Like,
stick
no,
figures
okay.
on the ground. And then points at us two, points down at that.
All right.
And then he points at
We're
your arm and
okay.
points at his own arm. And then that's it.
Okay, so the world and then us, then us again, and then our party, and then our arms.
Your robotic arm and
My
his
robotic,
normal
yeah.
fleshy one.
Does this transfer over to the other world? Is that what you're saying?
He uh he holds up a finger, uh kind of like shakes his hand in like incorrect, and then does just the hand gesture of like hand flat and then shaking it of kinda. Just saying wrong but close.
Now my mind's on that answer, and I can't think of any others.
If you want, Gabriel, you can have him roll a insight. And you can explain it.
Yeah.
I got a decent
If you want to
wisdom.
roll insight, you can just try to get it. You see how well he can parse through.
That's a 7. 2 plus 5.
He just sees that you're not getting it. He takes out his sword, which this might be the first time you realize he only has a wooden sword.
Uh-huh.
And then he just writes on the ground, "I know it doesn't transfer."
Oh,
And then puts the sword back.
I see. And you have no idea why you're here.
Shakes head. Then does the hand gesture of kinda.
Dane looks around. Desert for miles, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea when they're gonna get back and how long they need to survive for. He has no idea. He knows he grabbed enough water for him to survive for a couple of days, but now he's got 2 mouths to feed.
So go ahead with Arl. Just describe for me how the sort of end of your day goes. Like you've suddenly got this not new person, but you've suddenly got another person with you. It's looking pretty rough. You don't know what's gonna happen, especially with Arl seeming not being from here. Um, but go ahead, you two together, but mostly Day, and describe to me how the day ends.
I would like to start it off with the thing of the moment we hit camp, you notice a large barrel.
Okay.
He then pulls
Arl,
out 2 glasses and gives us both a cup of water.
Arl, as you cast a spell, use this ability, use magic, you can feel a reach for that magic, for that power, as it seems to be taking more out of you than it usually would. As this world doesn't have magic, so you have to reach into the nearest place that does to grab it.
I don't think you'd be able to do that here.
All shrugs. And then clinks the glasses together.
Sure would have been useful for the years I've been here. Dane doesn't waste a drop.
The day winds down. Make camp. Eventually, you fall asleep. Finally, having someone to keep watch with you, which I imagine is nice.
It's slightly more comforting.
Mm,
Oh,
you wind down.
seem to sleep. All honestly.
Dane, you wind down. Who takes the first watch?
Dane.
Dane does.
Okay. All right. If Dane takes the first watch, I will just note he just kind of Arl just sits there. He's wearing a full mask, so you can't tell if he's sleeping or not. But yeah, he's just sitting there.
Eventually, 4 hours pass. You tap Arl, wake him up if he was even asleep, but bring him to more of an alert state. And Arl starts to take watch. You wind down, close your eyes, and you can feel yourself as you're sleeping almost begin to surface in Capcaria in the other world. But then it stops right before you can open your eyes. And again, that dragging feeling pulls you back in.
Oh,
And you can feel both your partially robotic body and your fully human body, but both so faintly. Is you can't move in either. You feel sort of paralyzed. Does Dane do anything in each body?
he tries to move. He really can't. He's just gotta struggle there for a bit. Try and talk if he can.
You cannot.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you doing anything mentally? Like do you accept that you fight it?
I'm fighting it.
How long? Because you stay like this for a while.
I think I'd give up around 2 hours. It's a lot of fighting.
There's a lot of fighting. The more you fight and push and struggle, the deeper you can feel yourself sink into this paralysis, this feeling of just being stuck. You fight white knuckle gripping the feeling of both of your bodies, just either of them. Give me a perception, insight, or arcana check. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go back to Arl a little bit. 4 hours pass for you. You go to wake up, Dane. The sun is starting to rise.
22.
26?
22.
22.
That's an
The sun is
insight.
starting to rise. Arl, cool, thank you. You go to wake up, Dane. Try a couple times, and you realize he's not coming up.
It's very cold.
Kind of knowing what this is, Arl will make a one of those like fucking camo covering. It's not like a ghillie suit, but like it's just the fabric you lay down to kind of match with the surroundings, and then throws it over Dan.
I didn't know what it did.
Okay?
Yeah.
You know, just is awake. The horse is still there.
I was going to purple, but that's space.
You know the horse is there, but then someone would just assume it's me and the horse.
It's called Warp Fungus. I have no clue.
So you're like you're not doing anything. You're just covering Dane and leaving him.
Yeah, I'm just hiding Dane, so if anyone comes by, it'd be a bit harder to spot him. I'll probably move the camp like 20, 30 feet away too.
Okay. Dane. Oh, Dane has gone back to being muted.
No, I'm just muted because Jacob was talking.
Fair enough. You feel in this darkness as you're fighting and struggling, just as you begin to give up.
I mean, it could.
It feels like it's been about 2 hours. I'm not quite sure. It's so dark in here. There's no real way to tell time outside of your own internal clock. Oh my god. Fly. There's no real way to tell time outside of your own internal clock. So you feel something in the darkness as you finally start to accept this feeling, this hopelessness. It's angry. You don't know if it's angry at you. It's just sort of a general feeling of anger, of rage. You don't deserve this. You didn't deserve to be kicked out of your home. You didn't deserve to be kicked out of the place you finally learned to call home, the place where you were safe, the place where you weren't infected with bullshit. You don't deserve to be trapped in some mindless void wherever the fuck this place is. And you can recognize that this anger isn't fully coming from you. Whether or not you find the anger to be valid is up to you, obviously. You can recognize that this feeling that is very sudden and overwhelming, it's blinding if you let it in. It's not fully yours, but it's pressing into you, waiting for acceptance into your mind, into your heart. What do you do?
As it's going through it, Dane's like, he's disagreeing with it.
He's disagreeing with it?
He's agreeing with it.
He's
basically.
agreeing with it. I was so shocked. Like, what? Oh my god, it's self-hatred bullshit.
Unfortunate.
You're agreeing with the feeling. Are you letting it in?
I felt.
I'm like hyping it up as it's going through.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a bit of Dane's own thoughts as he hypes this feeling up, as he not only lets it in but fuels the fire.
Okay.
It's like the voice. You don't deserve to be taken from your home. Yeah, I did it. It's like that, basically.
Yeah. Like it's essentially this feeling is like it's your own thoughts. It's not a separate voice. You can feel this feeling pressing into you, but it's giving you these thoughts. So it's like you're having a realization of like, I don't deserve this. No, I don't deserve this. And you feel a part of you reach out. And it pulls back like a fist and slams forward into what you're not sure. But it pulls back and it hits again. You can feel burning in you. Like a searing pain in your chest. And that anger, that power that's allowing you to hit something that you're not even sure is there. It threatens to leave. You can hold on to it, or you can let it go. But you know for a fact that keeping it will cost something. What, you don't know. But it's giving you some sort of power that I don't know if you understand.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
You slam down into what feels like an iron wall over and over and over again until you can feel a crack in the darkness that spider webs up this invisible wall, and you can see light on the other side. And at first you think it's that white void again, that bright light that's somehow not blinding. You hit again and again, and the cracks spread and spread as this wall begins to crumble. And it's not the white void. That light is just the sun streaming in from the attic window.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm kidding.
And you still feel that heat in your chest, searing and hot and quite honestly painful. If you pull your shirt down to look at your chest, you're branded
oh
with
wow.
a symbol you don't recognize. That honestly, don't know if you can quite comprehend it. It keeps changing, keeps shifting on your skin, constantly burning like a new brand for every inch that changes.
Youch.
If you could head out, don't send anybody else in. I got a little bit of other stuff I need to talk to you with Gabriel.
I'm going.
You're good.
Okay.
Gabriel, how do you feel knowing, well, Arl, how do you feel knowing that Dane is most likely back in the void, back somewhere? Dane is somewhere. You're not really sure where.
Carl's annoyed. Like, damn. If only I tried a little bit later, maybe I would have gone back there. And after a while, he just thinks, like, when the next day comes, he actually lies down. He heaps the camp a little over, and he lies down underneath the like covering to hide, and actually goes to sleep. You know, elves can sleep; they just can also trance. So he's just
Before we get into you sleeping, we're just gonna jump back a little bit. And we're gonna figure out how the fuck you got here.
yeah.
So you wake up in hell. You go about your day, quote unquote, whatever that fucking means, in a place where eternity is suffering and everyone suffers for eternity, including you. Especially you, considering how long you've been here. You've seen other people come and go, but you get to stay forever. Because there are some people who don't get to leave. And one of those people is you. So you go about your time in hell. You burn, you scream, you listen to screams echo on and on and on for eternity. You feel angry, sad, frustrated. All the things, the feelings that get a lot of people into hell. That's not what got you into hell, though. You got into hell because of your joy, didn't you?
I liked my job too much.
But that's not the point. The point is when you finally sit down to rest, quote unquote. You know, demons, they have other shit they want to do. They can't sit here and attack you forever. Eventually, you get some bit of respite despite the burning and the choking from the smoke and just the discomfort from constantly having your nostrils burned with the smell of sulfur. And eventually, you fall into not sleep, but paralysis. You can't move your body. And eventually, without being able to move, you just sort of stare and stare and stare until your brain eventually just starts ignoring the things around you. Things you're seeing shrink and shrink and shrink until it's just blackness. The feelings fade and fade and fade until there's nothing, and you are just in this void. But you're not in hell. Not anymore. And that's good. You can feel Arl's body. You can feel your human body just ever so slightly in the distance. You can't quite grab it, but hey, at least it's there to take some form of comfort in. And again, you're in a void. You're in what so many people fear, but at least it's not hell. So you take this time to rest. You let your mind wander. You let the feeling of burning fade into a distant memory. And in that peace, in that euphoria of just not being in that anymore, a white light appears in distance. And it grows and grows and grows until it envelops you. And you're in a new void, a white one. And some would say, oh, you can just keep resting here, can't you? You've already rested. You've already had your peace, your euphoria, and as boring as hell was, this is even worse. But as you start to feel that, as you start to feel that familiar boredom creep in, you hear a voice. You can't quite make out what it's saying, but it's young, and it's feminine, and you recognize it. And you pull yourself closer to it, and you can hear it just frustrated. Damn it! And you can see a young girl. She can't see you quite yet. She's too busy with whatever's surrounding her. You're able to reach out to her eventually. You get her attention, she pulls you in. She says that she can't send you back to the body you want to be in. She has to send you back to hell. But you're not going to hell. You're not going back to fucking hell. So you connect your mind just a little bit to Dane's. Just enough to create a connection that for a second sparks an opening. And you take it in a second. And now you're here in a new shithole. Apparent, just whatever the fuck. Whatever the absolute fuck this place is, with robotic bugs that want to infect you, trapped in this thick clothing that wants to suffocate you and wants to drown you in your own sweat. God, sweat sucks. I think you learned that much in hell, though. Even worse, you see Dane get to leave. Just like all those other motherfuckers in hell. But eventually, night comes again. After Dane has left. You covered his body, camouflaged it a bit. And then when the next night comes, you crawl under those covers as well, and you force yourself to sleep. Well, I don't know if you force yourself, but you sleep. Even though you haven't in quite some time, you're a bit out of practice, I would assume.
Yeah. Ain't
So
no
you do
rest for the
sleep.
dead.
Ain't no rest for the dead. Ain't no rest for the wicked, which I assume you have to be, being, in hell.
Yeah. That's probably a bit more accurate. You could rest as long as you want in eternal bliss.
You force yourself to sleep. Again, sorry, not force. Honestly, with the physical body, it isn't that hard, but you just sort of have to let your mind rest, which is something you aren't used to. And then your body quickly follows. And you find yourself quickly in this void again. You feel two aural bodies in the one in hell altogether. You think it'd be overwhelming, but they all feel so distant. You've been in here before. Your body, your soul, whatever the fuck is in this place. You were able to push yourself in directions last time. And this time, it doesn't feel as easy. For one reason or another, you're not sure. You feel heavier. You feel almost stuck. You have to peel yourself out of drying glue with every push. But you manage to push yourself towards where you want to be, where you can have fun, where you can be entertained, where you can do what you want. But just as you reach out for it, like an arm grabbing your leg, forcing you back.
You know where you belong.
But it's not her voice this time. It's not young and juvenile. It's something inhuman. Something almost like yours. Like yours when you're screaming in pain and in terror. And you feel it trying to drag you back. But you're not going back, are you?
No, I will not.
Describe to me how you fight it off. You can feel more of a physical body as you get closer and closer to Capcaria.
Could you repeat that? I was trying to read the thing of a spell to see if I could fuck with this shit again.
I said, describe to me how you fight it off as you can feel more of a physical body as you get closer and closer to Capcaria, to Death Valley.
Simple. It knows where I am. It's searching. It's pulling, sure. But it needs an eye to find me. May not be a literal one. But a little non-detection should help from any prying eyes, literal or metaphysical.
It's like it dissolves around you, like it turns to dust as you cast this spell. And with one last pull, you're waking up in your room. Just in time to hear a bit of rumbling outside, but we'll get to that later.
Carl always wins, baby.
If you could send anybody in, anybody at all. Goodbye.
It sounded like you were trying to say something afterwards, but it kind of cut out after anybody at all.
That was me talking to the cat. Just yeah, you can head back to the lounge. Actually,
Send
if you could send Taylor in.
Taylor, all right, will do.
Hi, Evie.
Hello.
Hello. So, you remember what I described last session?
Mm-hmm.
You come back into your body, but you're frozen.
Oh, on which side?
Okay, I was going to say Taylor's, but you're Taylor in both worlds. You're digital. one, not the changeling, the dancer.
Mm-hmm. Can I even try and speak to the voice that I heard before I even wake up?
What do you say or try to say to it? As
I
it says
would,
that you don't belong here.
I guess what if I hear is that you don't belong here, I was like, then who would put us here? Something like that.
You did. And that's only a response you're able to get before you wake up. Wake up is a strong word. You don't really have eyes, you're featureless,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still see everything around you. First, it's you in Buggy's arms, barely seconds after you had left that second time. He's panicking, hyperventilating. You didn't know Buggy could do that. He's almost crying as he calls out for someone to come help you, and they do. Of course they do, but nobody knows what's going on. Like, sure, there are viruses, you get sick, but never this, never to the point of collapsing where they can't get you to respond in the slightest. Your vision fades out, and you come back, and it's your apartment. And you just, almost like you're coming in and out of sleep. It's just scene after scene after scene, but it's all your apartment. It's all almost the exact same, except maybe a cup has slightly shifted here. A book isn't on the table anymore there. Somebody's coming in and out of your apartment. Likely Buggy, but it could be a number of people trying to help you, failing because what can they even do? They don't know what's wrong. You hardly know what's wrong. I'm sure you have theories. Taylor certainly has a lot of time to think about them. But as you see days turn to weeks, turn to months, turn to however long past that,
And there's no way to wake myself up if I'm in my, if I can like
you can
see but
try.
not move.
You can try over and over and over again, as many times as Taylor would, but there's no moving, there's no speaking. You're just stuck here. Now you can try other things mentally, sort of to feel out something. But as far as your physical body and the dance first, there is no moving it. You don't have anything Taylor is trying this time. I'm instead going to ask, how does Taylor feel?
It's the more of, I don't think she's fully given up because it's like I have to, it's more not full desperation, but it's more anticipation of like I have to move because I have to tell them the information that I have seen. It's more like I have to commune with the world because like we all share information through, the network, sent out and get information to our minds. And it's like she's steadfast on this mission. It's like I have to move in order to tell them more because she knows she's probably not going to stay here. Is that in here, even though she has for a while. So it's like she has to say something to them before she goes again.
Give me a wisdom check. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be high. It's gonna be a DC 20.
Quick question also. How alike, like basically in the other worlds and stuff, we have powers and people have different bodies. Can I still access like the spell list that
No. You
okay.
are in the body that you were in the dance verse before. You are like you do not have any abilities that you did not have uh in your original body.
Yeah, no. Mm,
You keep trying to wake yourself up, to get yourself to move, to even just
Just
connect
one
to
more
your mind.
question before we move on from that.
Say
Is
again?
this kind of like during this level up of being level 6, or is this like before?
This is before.
Okay.
Well, no, it's during, but like currently you're still too connected to your. This is during, so at some point you are going to get access to those during this, but you
Yeah.
do not currently have access to any of your spells because of the situation you're in.
Gotcha.
You sort of kick and fight and scream, trying to wake yourself up, connect to whatever database shares all of that information between all of the dancers in the danceverse. But you can't quite get it. Every time you feel like you almost could move your finger. You feel like you almost could tap into that feeling of when you get a new song downloaded, when a new dancer appears. And every time you can just barely skim the surface of it until it's gone. Eventually, your vision fades out again. When it comes back, it's not back into your world. It's not back into your apartment. It's back into, not back into, it's into just a empty white void, the one you were in where you heard that voice that told you that you don't belong, that you weren't supposed to be there. If I could get a insight, perception, or arcana check from you.
Hmm. Mhm. Hmm. Both of those are the same. So. Hmm. Insight is 16.
You if you have something, you do have access to your spells now. If you have something give you a better roll, I suggest using it.
Um.
Like guidance or anything.
Well, I was thinking about enhance ability, which is what I was originally going to do.
Okay.
Which basically you choose an ability, base ability to help. Give
Go
you
ahead. I
advantage.
don't fully know of the advantage.
Yes. Like it's like whatever wisdom, charisma, or whatever. So
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
basis would be
You can
wisdom.
cast that. Go ahead and make your advantage roll.
That's a 19.
19. You search for something. Maybe this is where music comes from, like what it has to go through before it gets to the humans to you. Maybe this is where it's held. And you're searching for it. And you feel a sort of thrumming. I can't say in the distance because this doesn't seem to be a physical place. So there's no distance in between anything and infinite distance in between everything. You know? You can feel a thrumming somewhere and you reach out for that thing. As you get closer and closer to it, that thrumming feels more and more like a heartbeat, like something else alive.
Hello?
What? Hi?
Hi, who are you?
My name is Kirta.
Hi, Kirta. I'm Taylor.
How did you get here?
I'm assuming a human put me here?
Like a mage cursed you or banished you?
No, I was made by humans, and so they control, well, at least to my understanding, control the world that I come from. I can see them beyond the veil. So
Oh, okay. That must be okay. Have you seen anyone named River or Nearfill or Thin or Sarah? Anybody else in here?
do I know the names at least, even though I haven't seen anybody?
You recognize all of those names as the missing heroes. Same thing with Kirta.
Hmm. Oh, Kirta, I've heard of you as a hero in the other world that I've traveled to now. I haven't seen anybody else. I'm assuming the people I've met other people from other worlds, a group that I'm aligned with now. And I'm assuming they're here, maybe? But like I said, I haven't seen anybody else. Have you?
No, I haven't seen anybody since we all trapped ourselves here when we tried to fully imprison Semestra. Listen, we didn't succeed. If you see Semestra on the continent, you need to get to the capital as quickly as you can, okay?
Sinestra?
Semestra. Um,
Sinestra.
she has these monsters, like usually powered or like fully formed out of these like purple crystals with like green ink floating in them. If you see any of them, if you're here, you have to be like River. People like River always find themselves in the middle of shit. It's what they fucking do. Travelers always find themselves in the middle of shit. Are you a traveler? You said that you came from a different world and you went to Capcaria.
Say that again?
A traveler, someone who came from a different world and went to Capcaria. Are you one of them?
Do I know that name, Ro? Capcaria?
Yes. Capcaria is
Uh,
the name of the country that Duff
okay.
Valley is in.
Oh, yes, I think so. Traveler.
I've
Yeah.
always known River as a traveler, but I've heard stories. Travelers are always the center. It's like they're put here to be in the center of bullshit. If
That's what
you
I
see
human put me here.
not a theologist, you would have to talk to Finn about that. If you see one of Sinestre's monsters, purple crystal, green stuff inside, get to the
Green
capital as quickly as you can. Let the council know. They will know how to deal with it. They'll know that Sinestre's back. Okay? I don't know how long
got
we're going to be in here, but I need to know that you're going to remember that. I need you to hang on to that no
Yes, you
matter
can.
how long we are in here for, okay?
Say that again?
I don't know how long we're going to be in here, but I need you to hang on to the things I have just told you, no matter how long it takes. Okay? Things start to slip away if you let it, but you can't let it, okay?
Okay.
And as she's saying that, she's speaking quicker and quicker, trying to get her voice out before you start drifting away. You get farther and farther until that thrumming is gone. And as you sort of just drift and drift and drift, eventually, like being on a waterfall, you just sort of drift. It's like drifting in a river. Eventually, you come to a waterfall, and you're falling, falling, falling. I would like you to give me a wisdom save.
I guess this is like a long time after I've casted my spell, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I cast it again, or is this because it's reaction?
You can cast it again.
Okay, I would love to cast it again. This is fine. See, this is why I should roll before I start doing stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Only a 16.
16.
The first one was so that's why I have to freaking cast it.
Yeah, you can feel your memories sort of begin to drift away from you. Not only the things that Kirta have said, the names are fuzzy. You don't even remember who she was. Honestly, you can just remember someone telling you, go somewhere if you see a monster with a purple crystal.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned some other people, but you're not sure. You have these thoughts in your head about who you used to be, but it's hard to hang on to them. You're not sure how long you've been here. This void seems like it should be comforting. It looks familiar in some ways, but after just being here for so long, things begin to drift and fall away from you. And you keep falling, falling, and falling until eventually you hear a rumbling, sound conflict outside. You can
Can I
feel
still
your body again.
like more connection to my world to see if I could like commune? Like for me, it's like more a
I'm gonna
religious
say
thing.
I need to get on the others. I need to get to the others. And also like you've done your things in the void.
Yeah.
You felt everything that you can in there, but it's so big that it's like hard to get anything else. But you fall. Eventually, you can feel yourself back in your body. You hear sounds of conflict outside. If you could head back to the lounge and just send either Kinesi or Maxwell back in.
Okay.
Maxwell! I feel like you and Kinesi were arguing over who had to go next.
No, we weren't arguing over who had to go next. We're doing a stupid roll off with Earl and Kinesi sparring since Earl's Kinesi's teacher.
Ah, okay.
Also, Abby just didn't come through when she said who to come next, and we didn't
Okay.
hear that.
Fair enough. Mikey. Maxwell. You
Yes.
remember what I described last session.
I do.
Typhoid, a voice in the distance, young, feminine, young girl, Honestly, sounds like your sister when your parents were still alive, but that's not the point here. Because she says that you don't belong here. And suddenly you're in your body, back in the planet where you don't want to be, but I guess with the person you want to be with, your sister laid
On the
on top
planet-
of you.
On the planet he doesn't want to be on with the person he doesn't want to leave.
On the planet he doesn't want to be on with the person he doesn't want to leave. But not really with her, are you? Your sister is laid on top of your chest. You can feel her gripping her shirt. Her tears have seeped through your clothes. It's dark now. You can't see her because of how dark it is. You know it's night already. The ship left. I left without her. How does Maxwell feel in this moment?
It is an even mix of anger and
Not bad.
sadness.
Yeah. If you don't leave him alone. Sorry, say that again.
It is an even mix of anger and sadness.
Sadness is obvious. But anger at who?
At himself for being as selfish as he has been.
You can feel your sister. You can feel your body. You can feel time pass as she seems to have fallen asleep on you. Eventually, she wakes up. She talks to you like you're awake. Like you're awake and you just can't move. She talks to you about how you're an idiot. How you'd both be on your way to maybe not a better life, but a life somewhere not here. If you were just here, if you were here, it's okay, because as always, she's gonna take care of you until you get your ass back here. And she does this thing of just like she takes your body, she like bends your joints, making sure to like exercise each muscle in your arm and your legs, like roll, like tilt your head back and forth to like loosen up your neck as well. And she continues talking to you afterwards. She says, Obviously, they took all the guns, all the bullets, all the gunpowder, but I didn't get all that survival training for nothing in basic, you know? I know how to make a bow and arrow. I should be fine. You know, there are still animals, there are still plants. Should be enough to sustain 2 people until I don't know. I don't know. There are a lot less people, so we'll be okay. Planet might be dying, but it's not dying that quickly. So she goes out, she comes back in with a branch and a blade, and you see her like carve away at this branch until it's smooth and arched just enough to be bent into a bow. Ties it with some twine, carves some arrows, attaches the some like rough stone tips with some resin. She kisses you on the forehead and she goes out. She comes back hours later. It's almost dark. She comes back with food. It looks like a porridge, and she feeds it to you while you're unconscious. Now you can't eat solid foods because you kind of lacked the ability to do, but I could probably get you to eat this. Can't have you just starving to death on me, you know? And this goes on and on and on for days, for weeks, for months. You watch as she takes care of you, as you're unable to move, unable to speak, unable to do anything to protect her when she comes back with gashes and bruises and a broken arm one time. You're afraid that she won't be able to hunt. Luckily, she has just enough food to get the both of you through her injury. What's going on with Maxwell?
Sorry, what?
What's going on with Maxwell as he's experiencing all of this, unable to move, unable to speak, hardly able to breathe?
There's lots of pain at the fact that his sister not only is she having to take care of him like she has always, but go to this point to make sure that he stays alive and doesn't make sure that he can be here until he comes back, which it hurts that she has so much confidence that he will come back and he doesn't know if he can.
You watch your sister for you. Eventually, you hear something like a voice in the back of your head, like Marceline's was, but it's not. It's not Marceline's voice. It's something deep and rumbling. It honestly sounds like yours, but played back to you distorted. This is your fault, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Does Maxwell ever let himself fall into a sort of numbness? Does he ever let himself fall away from the feeling of his body, from the sight of his sister?
He refuses. He never lets himself. Anytime he feels himself drifting away from the feeling of being with his sister, he just forces himself to lock on to any form of feeling of sight, of hearing, anything to show that he's still there and that he's still with her in some capacity.
You know, that voice again.
Maybe if you keep hanging on so tightly, this body will just die. You can go back to Capcaria, and she can stop spending whatever resources she manages to scrap together on you.
I have to get back. I can't quit, because if I quit, I can't get back to her, and if I can't get back to her, she's trapped there. I know that if I get back, we can find a way. We always find a way.
She's trapped here no matter what. All you're going to do by getting back to her is just be trapped there with her.
I'd rather be
I don't know if
trapped
that's even
with my
possible.
sister than be happy with whoever the fuck else is out there. That is the one person who cares.
She's the one person who cares, and yet you fucking doomed her. You don't even know if it's possible to get back to her.
I'll find a way.
If you could, this is gonna sound weird, but it's not a wisdom check. I guess it is a wisdom check. But essentially, I want you to make me a what's essentially gonna mechanically feel like a spell attack. You don't have proficiency, so it's just gonna be your wisdom modifier. But you're making an attack roll with your wisdom modifier.
That is. I'm making an attack roll with my wisdom modifier.
Yeah, so you're just making a
19 on the
wisdom
dice.
check. Okay.
And I have a plus
What's your
0.
wisdom? Plus your, okay, so you got a 19. You declare that you are not leaving your sister, that you will find a way back to her. But you can't do both. You can't do both, if you realize after months. You can either find a way back to Capcaria and use whatever magic is there to get back here or bring her there with you, or you can stay here. You can stay here holding on to this feeling, to this view of just emptiness. You're not even sure how you're seeing her. Honestly, you can feel that your eyes are closed, but there's just something looking out from you and seeing her. You can either hang on to this paralysis existence, or you can fight your way back through whatever the fuck you had to be put through to get here. And you can find a way to help her.
As Maxwell feels this, he feels the dread of having to leave his sister enter his body. And he feels just the sadness of the fact that she may never get to see him again and that he may never get to hear her voice again besides hearing Marceline in his head. And he thinks as hard as he can, the same way he has to speak to this voice that is in his head. He thinks and hopes that somehow she hears it and that somehow she knows he's coming back. And in his head, he says, "Persist, Macy. You always fucking do. Just persist till I can get back. I will fight through every hell possible. I'm coming back. I swear." And he lets go.
That voice that had been taunting you, yours but distorted, you cast it away with that declaration that you will be coming back. You hadn't realized it until it was gone, but it had been slowly laying this heaviness on you. And that's gone too. You feel suddenly so much lighter. You have proficiency in athletics, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I want you to make an athletics check, but with your wisdom modifier. So you're gonna have proficiency, but it is an athletics check. But with you're making a wisdom check with proficiency.
That is a 21.
You find yourself in a dark black void, ink black. It swallows light and thought and feeling. You just feel the barest of fragments of the concept of your body back in Capcaria and the concept of your body back on your home world. This place is suffocating. But you know what the fuck you're gonna do. You know exactly how you're gonna fucking do it. And that is through sheer fucking strength and force of will. Just how you do anything fucking else. You drag yourself through this emptiness, through this darkness, through this numbness. Because you have a goal. And you're not gonna let any whispers in the dark stop you until it's fucking done. Are you?
Every drag, every step, no matter what it is, but every force he does to get forward, every step he just thinks or says, or however his voice is happening, he just says her name every time he moves, just to remind him who he's doing this for.
Every pull brings you closer to your body in Capcaria, brings you closer to something that might help, brings you closer to a world with magic, with infinite possibilities. Until you can finally push yourself far enough that you can feel yourself grab your own arm, your body moving as your soul does. And as you grab your own arm, you pull yourself into consciousness, sitting up with a suddenness. And you can hear a rumbling outside, but you're in your body.
Maxwell stands and looks through the window to see where the rumbling is coming from.
I'm going to describe that for you. Actually, you don't know. I'll describe this for you before you leave. You see bursting up from the ground what at first just looks like giant crystals, like rending through the earth, or like rending your lawn like apart. But as it fully bursts up from the ground, you see one, there's two of them. Two, sort of bursting out the body from the bottom of these crystals, seemingly cracking the bottom of them open, are these ink black, almost dripping with liquid darkness tentacles that seem barely able to keep this heavy thing up. They tilt and sway as they just move with a lack of grace that is honestly astounding that they're somehow upright. And if you can send Kinesian.
I have one question about those things. Can I tell that they look violent? I assume they do.
We'll handle that when you get back in.
Okay. Also, you did so good. I was actually crying when doing the talking.
Here. Save the price for later. We're out of time crunch. We're an hour and a half. Hey!
Hey.
Last one. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, and I feel kind of bad that it's taking this long, but hey, I need to give y'all all your time. I need to give y'all all your flowers.
No, this is perfect. This is what the session is supposed to be, anyways.
Nisi,
Yes.
you have the memory that I described to you after you hear that young girl's voice speak to you, telling you that you are not supposed to be where you have been for 2 months. You see that memory, something went wrong. And you finally get to figure out what it is. It's so dark in here. This is the type of thing you've been studying your whole life. But I don't think you ever thought you'd get so close to one.
No, she thought the closest she would get would be the one on her face.
Somehow this one is closer. It
It is. I'm inside it.
Yeah,
She
you're inside it, but that one's inside you. But here's the thing with that. Black holes absorb everything. The one in your face seems to be weak somehow, but the one you're in, it's doing its best to do what it does. You should I don't know. This thing, it feels like it's pulling you apart, but it's not at the same time. It's not painful, but you feel like your body not enough to completely like turn you into dust or like just sort of like completely erase your existence. But on it feels like at a fraction of an atom's width, your body is being separated on like a molecular level. There's just ever so slightly more space in between your atoms, and it's uncomfortable, but for some reason it's not painful.
I think Kanisi can tell this is her home world. She saw the memory. She pretty much can put two and two together of, well, fuck. I think Kanisi
Stop
in this
yelling.
moment will huddle up into a fetal position and simply just start slightly sobbing at the idea that this is kind of sort of her fault. She's the one who went to do the research. If she wasn't there, they wouldn't have had to detain her, even though the cops were stupid. She was also stupid for doing that.
Casey curls up
And
into a ball. She starts crying. She can feel tears coming out both of her eyes. This isn't the body you've been bouncing from universe to universe with the pointed ears and the teleportation and the black hole in your face. This is just your body. Alone, bare, curled up, black hole.
as she's curled up and crying, she'll start mumbling, really to herself, but she doesn't. It's hearable to anyone, but she's in a black hole. She assumes no one can hear her. And she just starts saying, I didn't mean for this to. Basically, looking at the ground as if looking at a grave. She will just start saying, didn't mean for any this to happen. I just wanted to help us. I wanted to get us the money we needed. I wanted to get us something. And I knew if I got an achievement, they would give us more. Never even got to go to college.
Nisi doesn't expect anyone to hear her. Not least of all because no one's around, but also because black holes absorb everything. Light, matter, sound. So I think it's shocking, to say the least, when you hear a voice speak back to you.
Cry.
It's gentle and it's echoing, which is even crazier because, again, a pole absorbs sound. So not only should you not be able to hear it in general, but also any echo should absolutely be absorbed. This should be the clearest sound you've ever heard if you're going to hear it at all.
As she hears the voice, it also clicks that she heard her own voice, which she shouldn't be able to hear. And she looks around to see if she can see anything, anyone.
You can't.
And at this point, just totally broken down and honestly kind of thinking she's hallucinating at this point, she'll start talking to the voice. She'll say, I can't not. My family, everyone I knew, my best friend, I pretty much caused it all. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know why my body is still the way it is. I should be gone.
You feel something begin to pull you backwards. And you're not sure if it's just if you're not sure what direction is really what. It's just backwards to where you're facing right now.
Yeah.
And you're not sure if that's just the pull of the black hole pulling you in deeper, or if something's pulling you out. But it kind of is confirmed to be the second one. Slowly you begin to see dots of stars. But as you see those dots of stars, you watch as your body slowly becomes blackened, I guess is the best way to put it. Your fingers, it creeps in towards your chest, then up to your face as you become a silhouette of who you used to be.
Yeah, she starts
Your
breathing
whole,
heavily. Borderline panic attack.
you feel yourself almost reflexively try and breathe heavily, but no breaths come.
Oh, that's making her panic a bit more. It's like, no, this shouldn't be happening. I shouldn't even be here. Why am I
Calm
like
down.
this?
It's okay, I won't hurt you.
She will look around again.
Get pulled out and out and out. Eventually, you're surrounded by stars, and you can see them all drifting to a common point, a black hole. And you can see this hand. It's like you now that you notice it. It's completely void black, like the space around you that isn't covered in stars. It's like it's almost invisible, honestly. Just like you are, you guess now.
While she starts to try and calm down, she will, first of all, she'll just say, I don't know how much you know, but this is what I wanted to show them. This is what I want to show all of them. Thought it'd be something nice for them. Am I like you now? or something like that.
Something like that. You aren't quite like me, but you are a part of me now. And you feel another hand sort of come up to your face. It's huge. The finger nearly, it doesn't nearly squish you, but you knew it could, even by accident. But it's so gentle as it brushes up against you, wiping a tear from your face.
I weirdly think Kinesi isn't panicking or even lashing out at this person, even though she's not in a great place. I think she's just sort of accepting the situation. In her head, there's no guarantee she'll ever go back to that body. So she's just accepting what she's become at this point. And as she looks at this hand, wipe a tear from from her face, she basically tries to put a hand on that finger as if to steady herself, as if to hold someone's hand.
It lets its hand linger near you to give you a point to steady yourself against. Please don't cry. Don't cry for what I am.
And as she hears that, as all this happens, although she can't breathe if she could, her breathing starts to steady. May I ask what you are?
I am what has been waiting to be made for generations. I am the thing will swallow everything.
She now looks, although I'm guessing there are no facial expressions as void, she
No,
looks at the hand curiously and says, "You're the black hole?"
we are the void. I am just the part that absorbs everything.
Is this why I had one on my face?
It sort of waits for a second. It's quiet for a second. In the other world, yes, right, you did.
Yes.
Yes, yes, I suppose so. You carried a bit of us with you into those other places.
Well, you did help me. I won't lie and say you didn't. You made that trip a lot more bearable, I can tell you that much. And after that, she says, "It's good to know that if it were to be an entity, a living, kind of living, I don't know how you would describe yourself being. It's nice to know that you're not, it's nice to know that you're not evil."
Well, I'm not evil, but I don't know if people would describe me as good. I just kinda exist. You know?
We can't ascribe good and evil to things that are this far beyond us. Good and evil are to measure us humans. We have, there are gray lines, but humans rarely step through those. A lot of them choose to be either white or black, but there are the good ones. No one should blame you for what you are. I learned that growing up.
That is a good lesson to learn.
She looks at the black hole when she says, "I learned that while growing up," as if looking at her mom. Am I, even though not as much as you, am I part of it now? Or am I a
Yes,
remnant?
you are. But and it sort of pokes you in the chest. I wouldn't say now.
You've held a bit of me ever since you were young.
She chuckles a bit at that and says, "Must be what drove me towards you."
You can feel a sort of vibration like laughter come throughout this emptiness.
Yes, I suppose so.
I know this might sound stupid. I know others would have other reactions probably, but I just wanted to say thanks. I really was on the verge of a breakdown there.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Though I am sorry for the things we have swallowed.
At that, she looks at the hand, as if confused by that statement, and says, "We," and just gives a small little chuckle of, as I said, it's not on you. Yeah. If they didn't smash me into every keypad possible, you wouldn't have done that part of you that's in there wouldn't have done that.
Well, it would have eventually.
Well, yeah, that's the nature of super colliders, but that's also on us for building one and trying too hard. That's also on my hubris for trying to harness it instead of learning, maybe looking at it from afar, putting it somewhere safe.
You feel yourself sort of rise and fall a little bit as it shrugs.
It is
Yeah,
just how things were going to be. If it wasn't you, it would have been a malfunction, or a friend, maybe a daughter or granddaughter somewhere down the line.
she honestly just shrugs back, like, you are right. That is some relief. And she will do a gesture as if not bowing. What's the word? Putting her head down in front of a grave and just say, "Yes, this. Well, you can't hear me. This will be my final goodbye for now. I'll carry you all with me. Love you all." And then she, with like a single tear, not as much as it used to be, with a single tear, she'll say, "I love you all. Thank you for being with me this whole time."
And you see it lets you like say these goodbyes before like tucking under your chin and putting your head up, wiping any tears that might have fallen again.
It's okay. They aren't gone forever, forever. We will do our best to protect them.
A slight smile appears on her face, which I'm guessing while I don't have expressions, if this thing is the void, it can tell what my expressions are. Slight smile appears on her face, and she says, "Thank you,
What
truly."
is Kinesi feeling in this moment?
See, I came into this thinking full mental breakdown and anger, but I truly think as I've played this along, I think the word for it is solemn. Bittersweet to say, not bittersweet, solemn. She is sad, but it's no longer a mental breakdown. She's sad that things went wrong, but in her eyes, if they went, at least they went with what looks to be good hands. She will be sad, she will be slightly angry, but she won't let that fully control her as it was gonna happen before.
Is she thinking about Capcaria at all? About her About her body back there, about her friends, about anything.
Slightly, yes. She's thinking that if she went through this and she heard the voice say, "You don't belong here," she knows her friends are the same. She does have she does have thoughts of her friends, of the fact they might have gone through something similar, and how much worse theirs might have been.
You wish to be somewhere else right now.
She gives a solemn smile of, yeah, need to check up on them. They might have had looks around and like, although this was a bad experience, she just says this anyways because this is the type of person she is. A worse experience than me.
Well then, I'll be here until you return.
Thank you. I will be back.
Do you know how to get where you're going? I can help.
I'm guessing the same way I've been doing it. And she starts thinking of her house, her friends, the couch in more detail than she has before.
You feel yourself begin to fade out, but not in the way that you had been before. This body is staying, this body isn't staying behind. This body is leaving, but it's not going to this new world. This body is going back to the void of this place. But your consciousness is going back to where, at least for now, you belong.
She'll give a solemn bow to the void, not in a any way of regalness, more in a way of saying bye for now, basically.
And
And
let's
she,
get
as the
these.
void has been doing this whole time, she'll pull her chin up, straighten up, and give them a little salute.
Again, that vibration like laughter rumbles through you just as your body fully merges with this thing or dissolves. It becomes one with the void, just like this thing is the void. And you wake up on the couch. And also, if you could check the Instagram link that I put in chat.
I will. I came into this expecting worse. It's ooh. I love that actually.
Let's get these bitches in here. If you could go in and tell them to bring their asses.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this time to stop my face with ramen.
So fucking scared.
Oh, everything's fine. I think Abby is
I
dead.
fucking cried.
I would
So
have
did
passed
I.
out too.
I got you. I know what to do. Ah, damn. I was just gonna move them.
Beatrix, I cried while speaking.
No, same. I think you can hear it in the recording, my voice cracking multiple times.
I don't know if you can hear it in the recording of me doing it. I have no clue. Probably.
Honestly,
You can hear my voice
you
crack.
could hear it from what I was hearing. I could hear it more in Maxwell than I did in Kinesi.
Damn.
That is because of something called B doesn't cry like a normal person.
He doesn't cry like a little bitch.
Bitch?
But when you started describing all of that, I legitimately had an IRL panic attack. I lived the character a bit too much.
That's also why I started crying, is because I got too in character.
Same. That's why I cried.
I'm gonna be real. I've described some things to Mickey, and I've planned some things with Gabriel, but this fight is gonna be a lot shorter than it was originally planned to be because we don't got time for all that.
Fight?
Anyway, y'all all hear a rumbling outside. I did not describe that today, and that's my bad.
Maxwell's
Jail.
looking. Maxwell has already looked out the window and just like, good, something to fight.
But y'all are all in your rooms or wherever the fuck you fell asleep. I say this because Kinesi is on the couch.
Yeah. Kinesi
I
waits for
can-
her friends to go downstairs.
I was just thinking of Maxwell on the table again, if I'm being honest.
I mean, do you want Maxwell to have been on the table?
Yes.
Shit, I guess Maxwell was on the table. You woke up before Kinesi, which is why you had the time to go out the window. Everybody else you guys are in your room.
Well, no, I'm not, because as we all know, I ate a salamander and then jumped out the window.
We all know this?
Yes. Did I miss the memo?
You hear
me
crash
check
of
my
glass as Arrow jumps out the window.
I guess we just assuming I didn't open my window first? But okay.
It's more funny if there's the crash. I imagine the crash of glass is your prestidigitation.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, that works. That works really well.
Yeah, if I could get initiative rolls.
Yay!
Should have loved the campaign.
Oh, right. Campaign.
I
Alright,
will spend
combat.
my
Yeah.
votes
Oh, I
to
forgot
add
D&D had
the-
combat.
I mean,
I'm
me
trying
being your
to, like,
DM, I get it.
Sorry, go ahead. Damn, this bitch locked in.
I wish my dice would
I will
start rolling
spend my
cocked.
verdicts to add to the initiative. See this? I think I can do that. At this
Girly
level.
is locked the fuck in. Level 3 feature that lets you, roll your, that, I believe that's now, if I remember correctly. No, that's level 6 in Bard. That's level 6 in
Yeah.
Bard.
Level 6 in bar. Okay, that's what I was.
All right, 16, dirty 20, 25. And what's Taylor's initiative? Eddie. Eddie's muted. Oh, I thought she's gonna get above 25. So Maxwell, your turn.
You said, can you re-describe the things that we're fighting again?
Right, for the group this time. They are, you see.
Damn.
And it's I said things I described them to you, but for the purposes of a short combat, it's only one. And you see this thing burst out of the ground, sort of spinning like a drill. At first, it looks just like a giant crystal, purple in color with like blobs of green floating inside of it. As you see it comes up spinning, these tendrils, these tentacles are like bursting out of the bottom of this otherwise perfectly cut, though giant crystal. and they're dripping with what looks like liquid void, just the blackest black of ink. It splashes across the back of your house as it spins, and it shakes the ground as it lands. Though it lands with uneven footing would be an understatement. It looks like it is going to topple over at any minute, but somehow, by the grace of some fucking god, it keeps itself right.
Okay. Roughly how far away is it from the front door?
I'm gonna say you're close enough to it to get outside with your movement.
Cool. Maxwell, seeing as it's time to fight, takes off his greatsword and gets on, lowers himself down and starts running with his feet close, his knees close to the ground, using one of his hands to move quicker.
Such an inefficient way to run.
Let me look at my stuff. Oh, I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
Doing barbarian things. Gotta do that. And Maxwell's gonna take a big fucking swing at this thing. 18,
Go ahead, give me your roll to hit.
20, 25.
That does hit.
Does anyone know my rage bonus?
Give me a second.
What
I think
level are
it's
you?
plus two, if I remember
it's 2.
correctly.
I am level 6.
Level 6.
3.
Oh. That would be 15 damage on the first swing.
Okay.
No, it's 2.
It's 2?
You.
Then it's 14 damage on the first
I'm
swing.
looking at the thing right now, and rage damage is a
Is
plus
it at
2.
level
It's not a
7
plus.
that you get 6?
No, it's level 9. It gets to a plus 3.
Damn, I forgot. Sorry.
And that's 14
You way off.
damage.
Okay. Was this a reckless attack or was this just a normal attack?
Normal attack. Oh, and it takes 14 normal slashing damage, and it's about to take 4 necrotic damage. Gotta love zealots.
I love zealots.
And I'm gonna swing again. Can you do reckless attack on the second swing?
It's every attack now.
Oh.
It's you start it, and then it's every attack until you're done.
Then I'll go ahead and do reckless attack. That's a nat 20!
Fuck
W
yeah.
advantage. That is 18 damage. And that is my turn.
That
As
is
Max-
Arl.
All right.
Oh, you should have probably taken fall damage from jumping out that window.
Be 15 feet, which you would round to 10, so 1d6 fall damage.
You take 5 damage.
Damn, that's
Fail.
a hefty d6. Okay.
Yeah. Your ankles hurt on that drop.
He does the thing from that little movie where it hurts like hell, but superhero landing.
I was thinking he rolls out. But honestly, no. We get 1-to-1 recreation of what the fuck happened with when Steven turned to Mr. Knight for the first time. Just superhero landing. Falls to the side.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't find that funny.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. Hi. What's the closest thing to me?
Like the nearest object.
Nearest, or sorry, how close is the fucking tentacle bitch to me?
Like 10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, cool.
I realized I did my damage wrong. It was supposed to do more necrotic damage, damn it.
How much more?
3.
Okay.
Tisk tisk.
All right. What are we?
All right. So, give me a second. I'm just checking thing. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hey. All right. So I am going to run up and do. I'm going to actually first cast haste on myself so that I have a +2 to my AC. Let me just read the actual fucking wording. If I read it out loud, I might be more likely to remember everything this spell does. I gain a +2 to AC. I have advantage on dexterity saving throw. I gain an additional action which I can use to attack once, or I can dash, disengage, hide, or use an object interaction. And my speed is doubled. And then I'm going to use the additional attack from haste. And okay, I'm gonna do a few things actually. With this guy, I replaced my attack with it. You see his you can't fully tell if Arl throws this stuffed animal out of his pocket or if it's just jumping out of it himself. But you see as a creature just launches itself towards this fucking oddity in front of us. And that is a 23 to hit.
We love it so much. Yeah, that hit.
Gable, I am imagining the thing in Marvel Rivals where Deadpool throws out the unicorn.
And I'm gonna need a con save. It's fairly low.
Oof.
What'd it get?
Oof, guy. 7.
Damn.
We got a
Oofta.
7 total.
Yeah.
Oofta.
You know what its stats are.
Oh
I
yeah,
should've
god
given
damn.
these.
So
Meg, it's a 7.
you see as this small, fleshy version of Arl pulls its own mini sword and stabs at him.
The baby. The baby's here.
Fuck you. It's a Chucky.
It's basically the equivalent of a toothpick because it is still a wooden sword. Dealing. Did I say how much damage? Because this is way more damage than I think anyone's
No.
expecting, including me. 23
No.
damage.
God damn!
What the
This
Just
baby's
be
strong.
surprised. This is what happens when you roll max damage on everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fun. I end my turn. Or no, one more thing happens.
One more thing.
One more. Why?
Actually, no. I have my turn here. I have my turn.
Also, I was gonna say marshals, but Marshall, don't forget the things you have.
Yeah, I forgot to do my free action.
Yeah, Casey, that's you.
I don't get the martial stuff.
You see, as Kinesi
Have
before
better strength.
Yeah.
you see as Kinesi before exiting activated her blade song as her weapon turns a void black with orange orange light particles around it, and her fingertips and her hands, like her skin gets darker is basically the best way to say that. And then I'm gonna
Okay,
blessing,
Beatrice.
the Raven Queen Misty Step type thing with my bonus action as she teleports in front of it, but instead of like how it's been described of it being like a rock that someone threw a like a rock, sorry, a water thing that's water that someone threw a rock in. She is now like pure fucking blacker than the ink that's bleeding off this thing almost. I would assume. You can correct me if I'm wrong, bro.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
As she's gonna swing at this motherfucker.
Swing, bada bada bada.
Honestly, the visuals in this game is just competing for who can have the blackest black.
Well, for my thing, it makes sense. That's an at 20.
It makes sense for the. Oh my god, it makes sense for the other things too. It's just sort of like what this game is
Like,
kind of
see
themed
that.
around of.
Damn. Okay. Damn.
I have no idea what Ebby just said.
I said damn 3 times.
I said Ebby.
Ebby.
Ah, sorry, what did you say, Abby?
I did stop that.
All right, how much damage is this fucking thing taking?
So that was a 4 on both dies. And a 4 plus 5 is a 9.
Hey,
Sorry, 4
Beatrix.
plus 4 is 8 plus 5 is, 8 plus 5 is 13, correct? Yeah. So that's the first attack, which does 13. And for the second attack, I got an 18 on the die.
That hits.
Damage. As we get another 9 damage.
Is it bloodied? Yes, it is bloodied.
Damn.
And I'm just gonna stand there menacingly.
2 of you have crit on this thing. All right. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, Beatrix, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
Plus, give me a sec. Either 2 or 1. Let me double check. Plus 1.
Ro, did you give what did you tell B what her stuff would be?
No, I only sent it out to the marshals. Like I said, everybody gets it. The only people I really cared about making sure they had it were the marshals.
And you said it was a +1? Beatrix?
Yeah, it's plus 1, yes.
I have sent what she has based off her weapon and how many usages she has to Beatrix, just so she knows.
Oh. Okay, that would have been useful to know. I would have used that on my second attack.
Now you have it for. This thing isn't gonna make it another round.
I'm gonna use lunge on it,
I
which
also have
adds an
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
D8 to that weapon die.
Yay, lunge. Honestly,
So we add,
Mikey, if you want to, you can also retroactively use lunge to add that dice.
If anything, I wanted to use retribution. To be like,
11
fuck
is
you.
the total number of damage I did with my second attack is now 11. It's plus 3 damage.
I think, well, lunge, I think is a part of the attack action,
Retribution is a free
and
action.
and retribution is free action, so you can do both.
Before you
Oh,
make an attack roll, you may choose to expend one use of weapon technique. So it's before the attack is even made.
Sad.
I know I'm specifying
No,
because they're
I was just going
new,
to state
you can
the additional thing
retroactive.
of if you notice, it doesn't say you can only use one per turn, but use it once per turn.
So
Yeah.
I can retroactively do a D8 and also have the retribution active on him.
Yes. So I
Thank
think
you,
what Gabriel was
gracious
also
DM.
pointing out was that you can use it on multiple attacks as long as you have the technique points or whatever they're called.
If you
for
have the
it.
techniques, you can just fucking smite on every attack, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you, gracious DM. That's an extra 6 damage from the D8.
And then you are having retribution active.
Yes. I
And
dare
I
him to hit
will-
someone else.
So I don't fully remember what exactly that does. So I'll
What's
ask you to remind me when it gets its turn.
Okay.
Which it's not at yet. So Dane.
I got the
Fuck
thing
him
open.
up.
I need to
My turn,
turn
my
the
turn, my
button
turn.
it's not.
Hit him in the dick.
Hit him in the dick.
Okay. So I'm still like up in the attic, right?
Yes.
We have someone in the
But you
bird's
do have a
nest.
gun.
We have a bird's nest,
And I have
motherfuckers.
a gun, yeah. That was my plan.
Oh my
A
god,
red
Harley,
dot
do you
appears
see
on the
this?
chest of this fucking creature.
Harley, do you see this bullshit? Do you see what they're doing to my monster?
Murdering
Harley,
it?
I would say,
Yeah.
honestly, you should have had both of them.
Have another one appear.
No.
We'll murder that too.
No, here's the thing. I like this. I know what's happening. I think it'll last maybe one more round before dying. But also, I don't want it to last very long because it's already 10, and I do want y'all to talk about the things that happened to you guys.
Oh, you want us to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're sharing that then. Anyway, there's a window to the attic where I can clearly see the thing, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna shoot at it from there then. My palm pistol, which I have.
I'm not going to question the distance. We're just going to say that it's far enough.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Yo,
takes.
Lo,
I mean,
what
if it's
time
only
is it?
10, if it's only 10 feet from the building, then yeah, it's close enough.
Oh, yeah, you are basically like just right on top of this thing. You're just shooting it in the fucking
Fuck!
head.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
I get 2 attacks.
Yay!
Yay! Does a nat 1 hit?
It might hit us.
Oh no.
Clip Kinesi in the leg.
Fuck!
Hey, what's the name of this VC we're in?
Game room.
Game
Game
room?
room?
Maybe we should just come back.
Why?
Just forwarding a thing for ease of use.
Aww.
Oh, so cute.
Hello, crab.
My B.
Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
End turn! Wait, I actually do have Shield of
Okay.
Faith. Who wants it?
Give it to someone, and I'll give one to someone else. I also have Shield of Faith.
Mikey.
Taylor, what's your AC?
Why are you giving it to me?
Huh?
I'm chilling.
Taylor, what's your
I'll take it.
AC?
Dang, but I don't have to be close.
in my head.
Taylor, sorry, they were
I'll give
talking
it-
over you. What's your AC, Ebby?
6 chain, but I don't have to be close.
Okay. I believe Beatrix has nearly almost a 20. It's a +5, +2, I think. On top
Yeah,
of that, wait, no, that's only a 17.
Me and her have the
Okay.
same AC then, and I can give it to her on my turn.
Oh, then all three of us also have the same AC
That was all.
currently, because. Oh wait, and she's probably gonna cast haste on herself. Did she already cast haste on herself?
No, I casted Blade Song and attacked.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't see above me.
I assumed this thing wasn't gonna live long enough.
It might not.
It might not.
Okay, is that your turn, Dane?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool.
Shield of Faith
Um,
is a temporary 2+ to AC, right?
Yeah.
Plus your
Yes.
AC for 1 minute concentration.
Dane. No, not Dane. Maxwell.
Taylor. If we're back up to the top
It
of
is
initial,
not.
it's
Also, if you remember,
Does
Mikey,
oh, you're asking
I-
me something. Never mind. My bad.
I also just quickly remind Mikey that it's the gauntlet doing him, not him. So if you got hit, you wouldn't be
Yeah, I know.
making the yeah, cool. Just the
does
encyclopedia.
a 14 hit? I'm assuming no. I'm going to need a strength save from anyone within 10 feet.
That's not me.
I will do that, but I will also ask, did you roll with advantage? Because, you know,
Oh,
prerequisite to
yeah.
that.
I did not.
You're
Mikey.
welcome.
Thank you. Does a 27 hit?
Yes. Does a 26 pass your strength save?
A 26 does pass my strength save.
I rolled
I mean,
a
that
19 on
doesn't.
the dice.
I mean, that may not matter, Ro. If you remember the second thing this creature does.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Just automatically does that. So
Hold on. First, Mikey, you take 14 damage.
14 damage. What kind?
Bludgeoning, so you resist it, and that is not halved. And then I need a athletics check or acrobatics, but I feel like it's going to be athletics.
Okay. That is
You need to
7
beat a 14.
24. It was
Yeah.
a 17 on the dice.
Yeah, so that passes. That 26 passes the strength save. I believe I also need a strength save from Kinesi and Arl's plushie. Is Arl
and
close?
Arl,
And Arl.
I got a 2.
Ah. BC?
Strength save. Wait, let me try and let me see if the dice gods will allow me to
You can
succeed
do
a strength save.
it!
We're getting strength
Are you-
saves in this goddamn game, bitch.
Which does kind of suck because no one here is strength based.
Me.
Let me appreciate my characters.
Oh wait, no, I'm remembering your other character. You had more dexterity. I am
The
remembering one of
biggest,
your other characters. I think.
You're thinking of Philip.
the
Probably
biggest
Kinesi.
middle finger ever. Let me take a screenshot. No, with fucking remove. I got an
Not
18 plus 1,
Kinesi.
so 19
I got a
total.
-1 in strength, but I don't have to roll some. It's because I'm cool like that.
Arl, what is
So
the
Arl
save
got
for
a
plushie?
2, and Arl got a 2, and Arl Jr. got a 3.
Okay. So you're both knocked prone, and
Wait.
also you take.
He's making them make a saving throw.
Is it any saving throw as well? I thought it was just attack rolls.
It's also
At the end of
saving
your-
throws in chat.
If a creature damages, that creature damages a creature other than you, or forces a creature to other than you to make a saving throw, just says saving throw.
It's automatically
I'm about
crit.
to crit.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's your next attack is automatic crit.
Cool. Arl, you take. You and your little plushie take. 13 damage. And are knocked prone.
All right, and I gotta make the I beat that concentration check.
Yay!
All right, so here's what happens. Arl is knocked prone, and he is in the Yamcha pose.
Oh no!
He gets slapped hard, his head spins, and he falls.
And then
face down.
Arl Jr. is knocked prone, rolls over, and fades away in Arl Sr.'s arms.
No!
Maxwell's still
Oh,
on
Junior.
his legs and arm, just looking up at the thing basically fail.
Oh, it just take enough damage that it died.
It did take enough damage to die.
Sad.
Oh,
Junior, no!
Junior.
somebody put in that gif of the horror, like the crying emoji with the hands that just like fade away.
The one that disintegrates?
Yeah, I went last.
Yeah,
I don't have that one.
I don't have that one either. Somebody put it in. Anyway, Taylor,
Okay,
you're still in your bedroom.
perfect. I go to look out the window in the front, in the front of the house,
Okay.
and I'm assuming I can see everything through the window.
Yes, you can.
Perfect. I open the window. I throw out a boombox. My Walkman turns into a boombox. Y'all so you start hearing music. The inside lights up like the caramel dancing me. And
Sorry.
This happens at the same time that Arl Jr. dies.
No, what happens directly after is something of like rolls over, dies in Arlo Senior's arms, and then as it's like there's always a like from out of frame, the boombox drops in, starts glowing, blasting music, and then the camera just pans up to look at Evie that just threw it out.
Kevin
yeah,
Temmer.
I think it basically started playing when combat started. I think I have it in my head, like it is aware that this is a dance scene as usual. Like in Taylor's mind, this is what I'm here for. This is the team.
It just gets louder as it's dropped, as it's like closer.
So you're telling me the entire time all the things were happening in the background, you were hearing caramel dancing, da 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 da, just in the background.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That's
exactly
what,
what she
so
said.
basically, and so bonus action, use my channel divinity, invoke duplicity, and basically a copy out of me shoots out amongst the people.
It's like Miku style hologram is sitting there dancing.
Yeah, because like you can have multiple people, so a version of me. It's like, is Arl like dying? How bad is he? How bad are
Oh,
people?
he's fine. Arl's just on the floor because he got knocked prone.
Only one that's died is Arl Jr.
I also am our other healer.
That is true. Still was checking. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just going to because 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. So all I need is a second level. I'll do a second level bless, so everybody gets a D4 to attacks and saves.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know if we're gonna need that.
Do you have shatter? Delete it from existence.
Don't. Is that? Yeah.
For the record, I might need that.
You know what? That's fair. You did roll like shit.
That is
I
fair.
roll like
That's
shit all the
okay.
time.
Yeah, like I could attack, but I just don't think necessarily Taylor would. She's
Yeah, no, valid.
Taylor's here to be a cheerleader.
Is that yeah,
Pose.
that's it.
No press. I'd not break my.
Yeah, so yeah, I think it's just simple of yeah. I don't think I need to fully attack when all of y'all are gonna probably kill it anyway. So like, yeah, I'll just bless everyone and use the second level to bless all 4 of you.
Just literally just like yells out, like throws his boombox out, yells out the window, "Good luck, guys!" And then
It is that y'all kind of a little bit. So yeah, games. Kind of
Beatrix, the echoing.
Oh, damn, sorry.
Yeah.
I got 10 whole minutes here, guys.
Yeah.
cool. After this, I guess just going back to sleep and hoping he doesn't wake up in hell again.
Fair.
Okay, we're back up to Maxwell.
Cool. Do I have to roll to hit, or is it just a crit?
You have to roll to hit. It's an
You have to
automatic
roll to
hit.
It's your next hit
You have to
automatically is
roll
a
to-
crit.
Okay.
That's such a waste. I rolled a nat 20.
That's hilarious.
That is
That's
hilarious.
such a fucking
I
waste.
run over
That's hilarious.
to reward that in some way. But I don't.
You could give them heroic inspiration.
Yeah. Are we
I
just
don't
doubling the
know.
That
dice
is
or
the kind of.
doing punch crit? Did anybody answer me? I had asked that.
Oh, never heard that. Never heard you ask.
That's
I
fine.
don't
I just didn't know. Are we just doing double core credits,
Or
bro?
crunchy.
Yeah. Are we doing crunchy? Yeah,
I
we
like
can do
crunchy
crunchy
crit.
crit. Let's do crunchy crits. My
So
bad for the crits
that means
came
one of the
before.
dice is automatically a crit. Like
Yeah, one of the dice
automatically
is
the max number.
automatically the max number, and then you roll the second set.
Wow, that means base because I'm doing my first attack. That means 12. I'm doing base 20 damage
Cool.
because I have the actually that yeah
Dude,
the
just
one.
tell me how hard you fucking hit it.
Okay, I'll swing. So that is
That's
8.
2d6 plus
28.
modifier. 12.
28, 34, 37,
Oh my fucking
40.
God. What the
and
fuck?
I think I have one more d6 because of my necrotic damage.
Oh my fucking God.
Wait.
I'm also
You might
doing
be doing
necrotic.
more. I would also like to know, you might be doing more than you think you are. Could you tell me your normal number of dice on this attack if it wasn't a crit?
Okay, 2d6 for the great sword, 1d8 because I'm doing the lunge, and then 1d6 I think for the. I don't lose scroll up. 1d6 necrotic or radiant for my
And then
first attack.
what's your modifier?
Plus 4. Wait,
So
modifier to hit or
32
modifier to damage?
to damage.
Okay.
Because to note, all those other things get doubled. So it's 32 and then roll 3d6 and 1d8.
So that's 2 6s, so that's 12. 19 plus whatever number Gabriel said.
51 damage. I was just throwing this shit in the calculator. The second you started adding more die, and I realized you
How's he
were not
looking?
doubling.
Bro, how's this thing looking with the over 50 damage I just did to it?
You just tell me how to fucking kill it. God damn.
Oh wait, did I kill it?
You kill it.
Maxwell, so angry, crawls up this thing, slashing off every bit of every limb that it has gets sliced as he climbs, and he jumps and slices it in half.
This is Crystal, man. Okay. You hear this
Damn, I
sort
don't
of
get
like
my revenge.
muffled but echoing wail coming from inside of this crystal as you slice its limbs, tearing them from its body. And just as it's about to fall, unable to keep itself up, it was barely able to keep itself up with all of its limbs, let alone the scraps that you have left it with. And you come down on it. You can feel your blade chipping ever so slightly. This is hard material against hard material, but you come down with a force that cleaves through it. And as you shatter this crystal, green, almost black ink spills out of it. And yeah, it's fucking dead.
Hey, Vo, I have a question.
Yeah.
What color is the energy that comes from my braces when I do the Shield of Faith? Because I want to do something.
What color do you associate with Macy?
Red.
And that.
I am a Zealot Barbarian, which means I get to heal myself. Do you mind if I have the bracers be what helps me do it?
Yeah.
As just kind of like... So I'm going to heal myself 1d12. That is 6 to heal. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 1 away from max health. And just the red energy, as Maxwell touches the bracer to their chest, or to his chest, just he feels the comfort.
Yeah, this thing is fucking dead. I was gonna have a moment with honestly, originally with 2, if it got a little bit bad, which honestly even with 2, I don't think it would have. I was gonna have NPC come in, but like shit, not needed. But hey, epic moments are epic moments.
All right. I would like to take the stage for a moment as Arl just jumps up, dusts himself off, and then falls to his knees, arms wide open. You would assume there'd be like a no, but it's just dead silent. Then he gets up and dusts himself off again. And then as he turns to go back in the house, he fucking jumps in fear as a mini Arl is beside him.
You get a baby.
I feel like it's the Metal Gear, what is it? Metal Gear Solid and alert sound.
That's so perfect. Actually, I love that.
Vo, is there anything left of this creature? I assume just like pieces of the crystal.
I mean, all the bits are still there.
Maxwell just
For
kicks
now.
it. I feel a lot better now.
I was gonna say, Kinesi comes out of the blackened form and just. I know this isn't mechanically correct. I was imagining her floating like a few inches off the ground.
She was
It's like you're
levitating.
floating ever. I feel like honestly not even a few inches, maybe like an inch. So it's still mechanically you're still walking and would still be affected by the terrain, but flavor wise, you're like just ever slightly above the ground.
Pretty sure I can.
As she like goes to the ground and starts picking up very silently, picking up scraps to see if she and like taking like a vial and putting some of the black liquid she can salvage in there.
Oh, as
Basically,
soon as
just
Maxwell sees you like picking up pieces, he just picks up the whole thing.
It's pieces. There's no whole thing. Bitch is shattered.
No, he grabs it. Like grabs every piece and just lifts up everything, just walking it.
Okay. Again, very hard to just sort of pick up the whole thing of a shattered giant crystal. But also, as you guys begin to pick up pieces, I get a dex save from Kinesi and Maxwell.
Yeah, I have advantage on those.
I gotta go.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Dane closes the blinds and goes back to bed.
He's like,
19
it's too
plus
early
3,
for the
22.
I did my job.
The void was better than this.
is a 16 good enough?
A 16 is good enough. You both manage to get a few pieces into your arms before a giant sinkhole opens in your yard, swallowing that you guys are like Maxwell, you're able to get easily, but Kinesi, you sort of like just barely dive out of the way of your body sort of glitching through the air to get you just far enough away.
Kanisi gets the mom arm, like that happens when you're driving. The mom arm. Nope.
Everything else, what you have in your hands, you're able to keep. Like Maxwell, you're able to keep some of the crystal. Kinesi, you can keep some of the ink that came off the tentacles. But everything else drops into the sinkhole and then is swallowed as the ground covers itself back up.
She looks at Maxwell and says, "I was about to say it's gonna cost a fuck ton to repair. I guess not."
I mean, I guess not. That was weird though.
It was. Why is the ground trying to? We can figure that out in a bit. I'm gonna study these things. Thanks for the help.
Okay.
And she
This looks just like on the same thing, but on a bigger scale. That happened to Runa.
You know what? At you saying her name, I think Kinesi is gonna look at the hole, realize that it's fully
Naomi.
did that, and just like look at the hole, realize it's fully did that. Just like her eyes widen a bit as she looks at Maxwell's story. It's like, didn't Naomi go down a hole a few days?
Maxwell was asleep for that.
Oh right. Then she looks at Arl and she says, "Didn't Naomi go down a hole a few days?"
Arl was
You
cooking
think she's
through that.
alive? Oh, Arl is cooking.
Oh, maybe it was Maxwell who was awake.
He was. He
No,
went back
Maxwell was-
into
okay,
the thing and then went to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. It was after that they went to sleep. So she's gonna be like, "Didn't Naomi go? You think Naomi's alive?"
We could hope.
We sure can. And she's just like, "Fuck, that was damn."
Maxwell finally.
And she's
has a
gonna
plan
mumble
again.
under her breath. She's gonna mumble under her breath. That's another one to the list of people that may have caused death of. And then she just starts walking towards her, like
Wait,
the
you're
place she
mumbling that?
works.
Can I roll a perception to try and hear that?
Yeah. Perception versus stealth.
I would also like to roll perception.
That's a 17
You
plus
can also
3
roll
for a dirty
perception.
20.
I got a 17.
God did not want me to do that. That was a 7.
Maxwell smacks your shoulder and says, "Stop being so hard on yourself. I know it's bad, but we can always get better."
You see a face. She makes a face of, ugh, sure, yeah.
If you don't start being positive, I'm going to just be way too positive around you until you start being positive. You don't want that.
Not even questions as to who are the other people that you think you caused the death of.
Maxwell doesn't want to think about that right now. Maxwell is feeling happy from slaying something. He doesn't want to go down from that high yet.
Y'all see as Arl just reacts to being shot and then lies down on the ground.
Being shot?
About 6 seconds, he gets back up, and that is how he deals with the lethargy from Haste ending.
Oh. Ugh. Okay, I'm fine.
I'm dying. I'm dying so hard. Oh, wait, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
It's like your back hurts for a second.
Maxwell does take the crystals and stuff and sets them on the table he was formerly sleeping on.
You know,
There's still a little bit of that greenish, black liquid in there. So
Can I
covering it.
try and remember a little bit about this?
No.
I'm just gonna roll. If you want, I can roll for them next.
You remember what I had said? You remember you remember oh, if you see this, you have to go to somebody, but you don't remember who told you that or who you were supposed to tell.
Yeah, but I'm seeing something literally in front of my face. I'm trying to see if it triggers anything. If I at least remember kind of what it is.
Give me a wisdom check. Damn, really
Just
thought
flat
that Maxwell
wisdom?
actually got shot for it. Not Maxwell. Y'all actually thought that Aura got shot for a second.
Yeah.
Just flat wisdom?
I
Yeah.
just use prestidigitation and everything.
Mm, that's just a
Hey, what the
10.
fuck? Yeah, you don't remember anything.
If you did use prestidigitation and everything to actually look like you got shot, you get a punch on the arm from Kinesi, like, you scared the fuck out of me. At least don't use prestidigitation next time.
Yeah. I think
Womp
you see Taylor kind of like she's still in they are still in their white void face, but they stare probably too long at the crystal, because like there's something there, or like there's just a feeling that they can't quite grasp, and though they are very high spirited and stuff and happy, they just look at it for a second, very,
You know something about this?
no, what's that? No, everything's fine.
Okay, if she's gonna say okay, can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
That everything is fine sounded suspicious to me.
The
Maybe
book is
roll
fine.
deception.
Mm-hmm.
I used up all my luck.
That is how
What
That's
it
did you
another
do?
7.
Yeah, I got a 21.
he was due.
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
Yeah. Like she just goes back to her bubbly self and like, oh, when did you have a baby? Can I pick it up?
Arl picks it up by the hat and just plops it in your hands.
Eee. Hello.
It looks over at Arl.
Why,
They
father?
just like stare at each other for a second, and then it looks back up at you.
Do you make noises too?
I love the thing, but I hate the sound it's making.
That goes on for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Like,
Maxwell covers his ears.
I think Kinesi like cranks her head towards it, like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? What the fuck have you brought here?
It's a baby. Like, isn't that like you like humanoids are the people that
No.
have babies, right? They're smaller versions of bigger people.
Yeah, no, it's adorable. Arl, is it being eternally tortured? Why did it sound like that?
That's how it cries. Don't be mean.
Yeah, aren't babies like don't babies cry? I thought I see babies cry.
Babies do cry. Have you heard people cry before, Taylor?
Well, I've heard babies cry. I don't know if I've gotten a chance to be around a person crying. A little bit.
Okay, you've heard
Actually,
a baby cry before,
intimate
though.
when
Did
somebody.
that sound like a bit? So go ahead.
No, let's continue.
Did that sound like a baby crying?
Yes.
It might have been the Discord, but it just sounded like a mandrake for me.
I just think that's how Khaleesi hears someone crying. It's just no.
After a moment, Arl grabs Arl Jr., lifts up his hat, and just puts Arl Jr. underneath his hat. It fits surprisingly. You wouldn't think there'd be the space. Can I get a perception check?
Yeah.
He killed it.
You did all well on this. I do want this to succeed. This
Do you
sounds
want a perception
funny.
check from everyone, or just Khaleesi?
At anyone looking.
I got a 24.
I got a 22.
I got a 20.
Taylor,
Very
where
20.
the fuck were these rolls before?
Okay.
No, I needed
I've
to
been
know.
rolling good. Oh, you said Taylor. I'm
So,
done. Move on.
so Taylor, you see a rat underneath Earl's hat. The other two see a familiar rat underneath Earl's hat.
You kept it?
He takes off the hat, takes the rat out. It just squeaks, and then he puts it back under.
I mean,
Is the
okay.
rat controlling him? What?
You know, one of my goals one of these days is to understand how your brain works.
I think he needs to speak for you to be able to do that. I don't know how.
I will research this. She looks at Maxwell. I will research this. I will find out.
To be fair, I think he does not communicate on purpose because if you notice, he can make noises, and technically that can be turned into language. So he just chooses, like if you make certain noises, we can interpret that as a word, but he chooses not to do that.
Oh, do you not like talking to us?
Arl's been walking away this entire time.
Maxwell follows you.
He keeps walking.
still
Y'all just
following.
go on a big ass circle around the house.
A very specific style of walk in mind, and so my very simple thing is if anyone has played Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, fucking walk of the pixel art Michael Afton.
The super happy one, the one that he has at first, it's just like
Yeah, exactly.
the music is somehow playing in the background as well.
We're all just psychologically tortured. I need somebody to acknowledge that fact.
Give Maxwell
I
10
acknowledge
minutes.
it.
Give Maxwell 10 minutes
I
to get off the high of killing a beast or a creature.
I also acknowledged it.
Also to note,
Did
if
you?
you follow Arl, you follow him, walk to whatever entrance of the house is on the opposite side of the house, walk through the entirety of the house, walk out of his room, walk down the stairs, and walk to the kitchen. I would like to note, he walked into his room, closed the door, walked out of the room. Like nothing. Not even a second in between.
Maxwell didn't enter your room, he stood outside it, waiting to hear a window. And is pleasantly surprised when you open it.
I don't know why the idea of suddenly hearing a window and then just like blah, 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 speed. Sound of shoes on the ground as he runs.
He starts cooking breakfast.
Is it morning?
It is daytime. It seems to be about noon.
he starts cooking brunch.
Martinis.
You gotta have the egg that turns you gay.
If y'all are all if y'all are all just waiting for Arl to finish cooking brunch, Matthew, Maxwell, that gives you enough time to sort of come down off of high of slaying a beast.
Maxwell's just sitting there. Fuck. Oh no. We need to find someone with magic
Bad
who
thoughts are
knows
here.
something about it.
About what?
You do something with magic. Arl raises his hand. You say he knows about it. Arl puts down his hand. Like, wait a second. Puts up his hand.
Do you know how to get us home?
He puts down his hand.
We need to find someone
I
who
need
can
to
do that.
know that is the exact sequence that Sikanisi does as well.
I need to get home. So we need to find someone who actually knows how to do that because I made a promise.
Arl thinks for a
Kanisi just
second.
nods.
Arl thinks for a
But
second and then points at Kanisi.
Maxwell looks at Kanesi.
Kanisi kind of cocks her head and thinks for a second, and then holds out her hand to Maxwell.
One level. You get access to a spell in one level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Physics spell. That I don't think technically works because these aren't because these. I don't know. Okay, character. I'm not 100% sure if the spell banishment will work because these bodies are from this plane. Our spirits might not be from this universe, but these bodies are.
Also, isn't banishment temporary?
Not if you're not. You are in a plane you are not origin from, and the concentration is kept for that minute. You stay there. You stay in your plane. So, actually, no, it wouldn't be temporary.
Did Kanesi offer her hand? Is that what you said?
You see her start and then stop and then be like, I'll be right back. Do we have like a broom closet?
I would assume so.
She'll step inside, close the door. I don't know if I want to do this with people around.
To note, my theory is that banishment would actually teleport us to the void temporarily.
Yeah, makes sense. Ro, if I want to, have a conversation, would I do that right now or later?
Have a conversation.
I'll text you.
Hey, text messages.
When Kanesi comes back, she's gonna get things cleared up by Maxwell because clearly everyone did not know what he meant.
I mean, were you meaning? Okay, out of character. Were you meaning a way to get back to your home universe?
He was not specific enough. He meant home universe, then back here. He's trying to bring his sister here.
Oh. I don't know a spell for that. Yeah, I think that is just to get Kinesi more familiar with her powers.
Yeah. Honestly, Kanishi should have plane shift, eventually plane shift, but also blink. I think blink would be cool.
Did Gabriel die?
I did see my text. Gabriel will be back, probably.
If not, you live in the same house, so.
Okay. He said probably not actually, but maybe.
What do you think of the thing I sent you?
I'm sorry. Can you? So I know what you mean now. Can you re-ask the question so I know how to answer?
Do I do it with people around or not? AKA with people undeafened.
I mean, it'll be with people on deafened. Whether or not other characters will be around is up to you.
Oh,
Yo,
the other characters aren't around. That's why she went to the room closet.
now is not the time. Hello, hi. Now is not the time. I'll put you down there. But yeah, undeafened.
Then Kennedy's gonna try and
That recap.
try and
Whatever.
speak while pointing it to, making it clear that she's pointing it towards the black hole. Hello, can you hear me possibly?
It comes through scratchy and distant and muffled. And you can just barely hear it on the other side. Hello.
Hi, if I wanted, this is a weird question, but you probably know more about this than me. If I wanted to help my friend, would I be able to take him to the place he wants to go personally?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anything like you before, so I'm not sure of your capabilities. Leo, I love you. Mwah.
She
Now
starts
is not the
nodding to
time.
herself. She starts nodding to herself and just says, I'm gonna try, if that works. Worst case, I teleport on my own. Thank you. And then she'll say thank you and then just start stepping out of the broom closet.
You're welcome. Oh my god, dude, I think Leo thinks me throwing him off of me is a game at this point, because he just keeps coming back.
He
I
probably
have
does.
laundry on the
Guess someone
bed.
said
It's
that.
too much hair shedding for you to be up here like this. Okay, down now. Down now.
See Kinesi walk out of a broom closet and look at Maxwell. I can try to take you with me.
Do you think you can do that and then also take my sister with us? I want her to come here.
Well, logically, if I can take someone there, I can make the trip back. I always come back here. So logically, I could just either
Off
1-1 or
the
both of you at
laundry.
the same time. If it works.
I'd rather you take me in case you can't bring my sister, and then you just leave me there, if you can't. Because I'd rather be alone with her than anything else.
I'm saying that logically I should be able to bring you back with me.
Let's try.
And she pretends to tap on the black hole and says, this doesn't really have a max capacity, you see.
Before I leave, what do you use a specific out of character? Do you use a specific skill to do this?
Nope, it's something Ro made up.
Ro, could I cast enhance ability to help with this, even
No,
though there's not a specific skill for it?
it's not connected to an ability check at all, so I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
I'm going to hold Maxwell's hands, like both of them, and think of his home planet, and at the same time think of Maxwell to see if that correlation connects this.
Roll a d100.
I'm on some bullshit again. You.
Gasp.
0-0.
Do you see the camera?
Oh, I'm not at my computer. I went to go sit
Oh,
down
0-0.
on
I got 100. I got 100.
Okay.
I'm just excited because I got 100.
Kinesi, you feel yourself disappear from this universe, turn into the void, and you feel that
Where?
void spreading to Maxwell. Maxwell,
Mm.
you feel this, you see darkness creep up your arm. Can I get a con save, please?
22.
You don't take any damage from it, but you can feel your body isn't meant to do this. You can feel it's like being pulled apart where this darkness is, where this void is. And it gets up to about your shoulder before Kinesi is completely gone. And your arm is just sort of left a void.
And don't end up going with her.
No.
I hate it. Bro, why must you traumatize her more?
You know if it's permanent.
I'm gonna let you know
Seeing that
now,
Maxwell,
even if it didn't, or if it did work, and that was the thing that happened, and like you went through major pain, Maxwell would have told you not to do this because he's not making his sister go through that.
yeah, no, very valid. If I arrive and I don't see Maxwell, I'm immediately breaking my focus.
You arrive and you are face to face with Macy, sort of like covered in like robed
I
in
was trying to think of the
natural
planes that I
colors.
spawned in. Bro, I was trying to think of the planes that I spawned in. Of course, I wasn't thinking of fucking Macy.
Well, what you spawned in was like a tree line.
I spawned in with what?
What you spawned in originally was like a tree line.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that place because
And that's where you
Casey.
are.
Okay, because Casey does not. That's where she's here.
She's covered in like clothes and cloaks made out of like natural woven fabrics and furs, a bow in her hand, a carcass being like dragged by the antlers behind her.
I'm gonna attempt to stealth check so that she doesn't see me.
No, you're face to face with her. You're like you spawn in, you're looking each other in the eyes.
Damn. Face the consequences.
I want to know if that would make her. I'm being very honest here. I want to know if that would make Kenisi panic enough to leave. Does that make sense? Like break her focus on this place completely.
You see before she was dressed in a bit more sort of like loose flowing clothing. Not baggy, but like not form fitting. It hid her sort of like figure underneath. But now dressed in V's. Like honestly, like the padding on it kind of accentuates her natural musculature. She is Maxwell's sister. And Maxwell said he learned from her how to fight.
I'm about to be ripped into two.
It's you again. Where's my brother?
I tried to bring him here the same way I do it. We're trying. He's act because from what Kenisi said, Maxwell never cleared up what he meant of bring his sister back. From what I understand, did he?
He said
It's
bring
7
her
a.m. If
here.
he did and I didn't hear, huh?
He said bring her here. Talking about the place
Yeah.
we are at in.
Okay, then I'm gonna say this in a very specific way that isn't lying. He's trying to reunite with you. I tried to help and bring him here as a quick fix. You know what I mean? Like quickly fix it. We're actively we want to look for someone who's better at this than me. I just tried to do it quickly.
Oh, better get on it. It's been a couple of months.
Months. How long has it been for me?
A day, maybe, not even.
Oh, she says months.
Yeah, months.
I hate this shit so fucking much. She just like whispers to herself, "God, I hate this shit so fucking much." Like mumbling under her breath, basically. Like just, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I'll, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'll try to go faster. Sorry.
Good.
And then she just
And she like
starts.
pushes past you with the carcass dragging behind her.
Great. God, you keep traumatizing my girl. And she's just like, great. Just
What the fuck
fucking
else
great.
did you think this game was about?
I don't know. Already hit me with the trauma bomb. Why trauma bomb 2.0 again? Why double the
Called
trauma?
carpet bombing.
I'm already getting carpet bombed IRL, bro. Don't you think that's enough? Yeah, as she pushes past me, begins to let herself fade back to the place she's like to her home.
Yep.
I'm assuming I just pop back and
Yep.
I see Maxwell with void arm.
Maxwell, as Kinesi phases back in, your arm slowly begins to return to normal, and you can feel that sort of like pulling apart feeling fading.
I
I
did not
see
like
it.
that in the slightest.
I see it though. I see that happen. I look at him. I'm like, "Are you okay? Did anything?" But
Yes,
I'm
like you
fine.
see it as it begins to retreat.
he like puts her hands on her shoulders, just like, "Are you okay? Did I hurt you? I'm so
I'm,
sorry."
I'm fine. I'm strong. I can handle it.
It doesn't matter if you're strong. I don't like doing this. I hate being the messenger. She's not even holding it back. She's just saying it. I hate being the messenger so fucking much.
Assume you saw my sister again.
Yes, it's been. It's been. Did she say months or a month?
Months.
I don't. It's been. She's like trying to get the words out, but she's scared.
Is she
And
saying it's been a lot?
yeah,
I know how long it's been. I was there.
guess the quick version won't work.
I guess not.
We gotta find someone quick.
Yeah.
You actually have something to go back. And again, under her breath, meaning for no one to hear, she says, "You got someone you gotta go back to."
That's a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20 on perception.
I'm not gonna roll nat 20 on stealth.
Maxwell hugs her.
She hugs you back. She does look very fucking sad. but but like interestingly, she's not crying.
When this is all over, you're living with me and my sister. You're not allowed to say no.
If
Trust
I'm
me.
allowed, she'll say, this isn't even a persuasion or deception. This is just she's saying the truth. I can tell you right now. If I'm allowed to, with the whole "you don't belong here" bullshit.
Maxwell squeezes again.
She hugs you back, like squeezes again. She's like, "Well, well." She like calms down. After that, she's like, "Okay, at least we
That was
know."
not a nice feeling. That felt so weird.
How often did I only feel that feeling in that place, or have I felt this feeling? Have I just not noticed this feeling before? Is the better wording for it?
I'm sorry, what feeling?
The feeling that Maxwell just felt. Did I only feel it in that place, or have I just never noticed it before?
You only felt it in that place.
She looks at you and she's like, "Trust me, I know. Had it all over my body." And if
Weird.
Maxwell looks curiously at all, she'll like pat him on the shoulder, be like, I'll tell you later. I need food, and then she'll wait in the kitchen for Arl to be done.
All right. Y'all want to know the spread Arl made for us?
Yes.
Hell yeah, always.
All right. We got like 2-inch thick pieces of French toast. 2 on everyone's plate. Bacon, sausage. At this point, he'd know like how y'all like your eggs, so each one of you got your own style of eggs. Y'all know which one's which.
Scrambled.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
My
that's some
favorite. I don't have a favorite type of egg IRL, so I'm gonna say Kinesis sunny side up for fun, because that's the type of egg I actually really enjoy. I'm just bad at making it.
Yeah. And then some hash browns. In front,
Also,
there's butter, honey butter, and syrup.
hell yeah, fucking hell yeah. Also, I feel like Ro, I wouldn't be wrong to say that this woman is feeling very sappy right now. So she's gonna, yeah, she's gonna, yeah, I know. I'm just making a joke of, mm. She has a reason to be more attached now. She looks at Arm like, hey, thanks for always doing this.
You hear in your own head, womp womp.
She just chuckles. She trained with this man for 2 months. I'm assuming she's used to his bullshit. So she
Yeah.
just chuckles.
Maxwell starts eating and just looks up at Arl. Hey, how is that? How's the smoker going? You keeping it up? I know that I put a brisket in there, and I really appreciate the fact you're keeping it alive.
Looks at you confused.
Oh, that's okay.
Carl grabs a piece of paper. There's like a grocery list that like pad on the fridge, rips off a piece of paper, just writes down something, pushes it over. I can only have one thing at a time.
It's fine.
Do
It
we
was almost
see
done
that
anyways.
paper, by the way? Gabriel, do we see that paper?
Like, yeah, you'll see the paper that's
Yeah.
on the thing, and you'll see him just scribble that. Like, this isn't hidden. He just, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm more saying like that. She's just like, does the little guy count as a thing? Because he was more alive.
Arl shakes his head.
Yes or no,
Carl doesn't know
Carl?
where that
You think?
bunker comes from.
Yeah, she's just like, okay, wait, we have summon little dude. He did do a lot though, as she's eating.
Arl
He did
pulls
one
that.
thing
Yeah.
that was very
He did
effective and then
one
died.
thing very well. You'll see him like pull out something from a drawer, sets it on the table. You see it's sewing supplies.
And that's how babies are made.
I assume we'd have coals,
That's
by the
how
way, in this house at somewhere.
We'd
I
have
mean,
what
yeah,
in the
if you
house?
wanted to.
Coals, like coals for cooking.
Oh, like grilling coal. Yeah.
Then after
Most
Maxwell finishes
definitely.
eating, he steps outside, digs a hole, puts the coals in the ground, and then puts the brisket over it.
I wish I could make y'all some food, but honestly, everything that Arl makes is just shit from my world. And he's gonna make it better than me. That's all I wanted to do for now. Just those small guys reactions.
Same. I also asked Taylor if she can provide the music while I'm doing the brisket that we're going to be doing for dinner.
All right.
Yeah, I think Taylor looks up from where she has sketched the gem, because it was a drill with the gem on it, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, it like so it seemed to like somewhat act like a drill, but it was like a giant gem with like squid tentacles coming up the bottom of it.
That's what I thought. So I think you see Taylor look up from this drawing that she's made of the drill-like thing with tentacles, and kind of just like puts it away and shifts into one of the many forms that they like to probably something masculine, like very much so. I have this one song that I really love to share. It's about a guy named Rasputin.
Aro looks
Sounds
over.
lovely.
You hear the
Can
first
you-
like couple moments of the song play from behind him.
See, I knew we had a kinship with the music.
Look, also, Kenisi looks at you. She's like, "You know that what? I guess you heard from Universal Dance."
Taylor doesn't know who Rasputin is. She just knows the song. She just thinks that he's Russia's whatever the fuck that is.
Long ago, big
Don't
and strong with his arms of
Taylor doesn't know
flaming
what
gold.
Taylor doesn't know what the lyrics mean at all.
Yeah, like she's starting to kind of understand, like, why did these people want him dead? Like, what does it mean to be the lover of the Russian queen? Like, now she kind of understands it. They kind of understand it now. But at
Arl can
first,
explain everything. Where do you think he went?
A whiteboard appears yet again, and we end the scene on Arl explaining
No, we do the
Rasputin.
dance. We do the dance, and then I explain Rasputin.
we gotta do the dance, of course.
Damn. Knees.
I'm gonna do the stupidest roll, but I'm gonna roll performance for how well Kenisi does the dance.
I'm also rolling performance.
Fuck it. I'm gonna join in. Maxwell's feeling a little better with the talk that he had and the fact that he knows that.
I am giving
Kenisi
myself
can visit.
guidance on it, by the way.
Also, the fact that Kenisi can visit and send a message to his sister makes him feel so much better. That's a night, dude.
This is the dumbest thing. I have a +2 in this.
I have a +1. You're
Why
doing.
do
You
I?
have a better
Why
plus than
do
I
I
do.
get this now? Hey, Ro, why do I get the dice like me today? I got a nat 20. This girl can break it down.
Okay, y'all. I rolled a 13 on the die, plus 4 from guidance, plus my normal plus 10 for a total of 27.
Cool.
Bye, bye.
That's 15. That's the greatest love. Just all of us doing the dance. We're doing it in unison.
Maxwell doesn't even know anything about the song, but just thinks the dance is a vibe and mimics him.
Uda. Filtish
Damn,
lad.
all's breaking it down. Let me try.
And then whiteboard time. And then I guess that's where we're going to end it for today's session.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have more of the serious talks about what happened when we have more play, like when we have Dane back and we can actually talk because we have more time.
They even have cargo.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Marco is going to be a changed man. Everybody say bye to Alistair.
Bye,
Bye,
Alistair.